Hey guys, welcome back to the Cubers podcast, and today we are talking about methods for solving the Rubik's Cube and what beginners should do, what intermediate should do, what pros should do, what ultra experts should do, and what cubes you should buy, what training. So for training, me personally, I think 1 hour a day is good, and anything below that, I would say 10 minutes is the lowest you could go for practice, and 1 hour is great, and anything above that is just really good. But don't stay up all night solving the Rubik's Cube and learning new algorithms. That's really hard to do, and 1 hour a day, and I would say 5 hours is the max. You don't want to go above that because you could overwork yourself, and
forget your algs and stuff.
Yeah, forget your algorithm. That's what happened to me when I was training really hard. And sometimes just a good night's rest can make your algorithms come back to your mind. And we're gonna talk about beginners watching this video. So let's talk about them. What should they do? What methods should they learn? Cubes to buy?
First, don't get a cheap $5 cube without magnets. Just get a $10 magnet cube and just spend $5 more. And then after you get a $10 cube or a $20 cube,
I recommend the MoU.
Yeah, MoU RS Freedom. That one, like any version, I think the highest version is only $25 and you get some pretty good stuff out of it. And I say if you just want to solve a Rubik's Cube, do layer by layer or any other beginner method. But if you want to start getting fast and stuff, just do as a beginner, if you want to get fast, I would just recommend the CFOP method because I say the start's easier than other methods I've seen.
Yeah, I did the layer by layer and then transition to the F2L was really hard because I kept trying to do layer by layer and it was really hard for me to adapt. So if you start with F2L, you just won't have to adapt at all. You're just thrown right into it. It's really easy to start cubing. I did solve it with one of my friends, and they could solve it way quicker than I did after 1 week. After 1 week, they were getting 1 minute, and then after 2 weeks, they were down to 30-second, 40-second averages.
Mm-hmm.
And for intermediate solvers, what method do you recommend, and what cubes to buy? Any expensive cubes and cheap cubes.
Just the same method you started with. If you started with the ZZ method, continue the ZZ method. If you started with CFOP, continue CFOP. I don't know that much about CFOP, but I do F2L. So I would say CFOP is probably one of the better less algorithm ones. You can do 2 look, which is only 10, or you can do 1 look, which is 50 something. But if you just 2 look, you can still get pretty good averages.
Yeah, and if you're a pro, I would recommend the Tornado V2 cube. That cube broke in multiple world records, and it's just great for pros like me. Guys, I'm just kidding. It's good. I'm not a pro. But if you actually want to get good, I recommend that cube. I haven't used it, but I heard great things about it. And I look at the reviews. All of them are 5 stars. All of them are just great cubes. Highly recommended by pro cubers.
Or I would recommend a great GAN cube like the GAN 357 or older. Get some older versions because you can get those a flagship GAN for only $40 that was made in 2020, which is a lot cheaper than the new one, which is possibly $100.
Yeah, so the old ones are cheaper and sometimes even better than the more expensive ones because they're older and people don't really want them anymore. And what would you recommend for super good people? Really good. They can turn faster than the speed of light and they can remember all algorithms.
So you're saying they can average they can usually get a 5-second solve. Is that what you're saying?
5 seconds, some 5 seconds, some
so
4
you're
seconds.
saying people Max Park and all those other
yes.
very good solvers.
Yes. What do you recommend for them?
I would just recommend. What do you recommend again?
If you want them to get even better, 2-second average, just breaking world records. I recommend the 37 quadrillion algorithm. You can 1 look any cube. It's not that much algorithms.
Okay, listen here. No, if you want to get better, I would not do that. I would just do the 1,000 look algorithm instead of doing the 43 quadrillion algorithm. Much better.
Yeah, that one's that's a 2-second average, but only no one
the
really knows
person
it.
who did it got only 8-second average.
So I actually don't learn that because it'll make you slower and you have to learn so much more. One looking, and the cube you should buy probably this cube. You're not breaking any world records. If it has springs, you're not doing anything with your life. You want maglev, you want frosted surface, you want UV coating, all of that stuff.
No, we're just joking. You don't need. You can have springs in there.
Yeah, we're just
But if
joking.
you got a bad cube, you don't want to hear this.
Ooh, guys, no. That was a $2 cube he found on the floor, so
Yeah.
it's pretty safe to assume your cube will not sound like that. But that cube's perfectly fine if you are pretty bad at cubing.
Anymore.
Okay. Good for him. Okay. And
No one
lastly, so I'm a beginner. I'm like, my hands are shaking because I'm about to solve the cube. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm about to solve it. But then I mess up and the cube restarts and they're crying on the floor. What should they watch to cheer them up?
Well, the question is, what? Just watch your favorite cube or solve the cube and then be like, yeah, I can do it too. And then you'll do it and then you'll become Ultimate Sigma Pro Ultra.
Okay, so we're gonna stop that and we're gonna talk about something new that we've never heard. So, hear me out, guys. You're just like not beginner, not intermediate. You tried the seafall method, you suck, you've been at it for a year and you just can't do it. I would recommend the corded first method. If you're used to 2x2s, you can do that. Because 3x3, just forget about the plus signs in the middle and just look at the corners and you can solve the 2x2 and then all you have to do is solve the edges. And it's a really simple method for them. Okay, but I have some more questions for you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, you're solving F2L, you have a bad pair, and like all your pairs are bad. You're at 1 minute average. So do you DNF or do you keep solving? Wondering if you might get like a 10-minute solve.
I feel like if you know you're gonna get like 3 minutes average, just get a DNF because you're gonna be at last place anyway.
Oh, okay. And you don't want to take time, right? You don't want to take up people's time. Me personally, if you're about to get a 3-minute solve, I would actually just get the +2. So like, I don't know.
The DNF? What do you
I
mean?
meant the DNF, guys. I meant the DNF. So, me personally, sometimes I'm failing at a cube competition. I'm like trying to solve it, and then I just drop the cube. All the sides are turned, and then I have to resolve the cube. Just DNF, guys.
Like you're just going fast, trying to solve it.
And if you're trying to impress your friends and you drop the cube, tell them that you forgot how to solve it because you do not want to be embarrassed like that. Unless you actually you told your friends you're gonna solve it in 1 minute, but then it's been like 3 minutes. You drop the cube, it restarts. Just stop. No one wants to be there.
Also, you don't want a bad cube that just pops.
This cube is actually a great cube for beginners, intermediates, pros. I would not recommend this because it doesn't turn very fast, but it's a great cube for intermediate solvers. I can get 30-second averages with this, and it is a great cube. And my brother has a $2 cube, but he's looking to upgrade. He's still a beginner, he's still learning. I'm intermediate, he's beginner, and eventually we're all gonna be pros. And
Wait, you went to a competition.
I don't like it. Yeah.
I thought you went to.
That doesn't mean I'm pro. I'm just intermediate. Okay.
Yeah, but you went to a competition.
No,
I remember that.
I said in a competition. What would you do? Not in.
Oh, okay.
And we're not old enough to go to competition. My parents won't drive us, and we only get 30-second averages. That's not good enough for competition. We're still trying to level up our game. We're practicing 1 hour a day, and we're trying to learn new methods like the Rook's method, the ZZ method, the corners first method.
He is. I'm just trying to learn like the C-file.
Tulip, PLL, all that stuff.
Cross, F2L, OL, and PL.
So if you're trying to get faster, it might take too much time. It took him 2 weeks, and he's already solving it in 40 seconds with using my key. So after 3 weeks, he's probably gonna be 30-second, and then after week 10, he's gonna be 0-second solves. Probably not, but probably 10 seconds.
You're cutting stuff.
So do not buy that cube because the corner cutting sucks.
Yeah, look at this.
Okay.
Look at this. Actually, that's not that bad.
So now we're gonna have the cube off, but he's gonna have the first letter solved, and I won't have anything solved, so it's fair because his cube is very poofy. Okay.
First layer solve?
Yeah, first layer. Okay. Or you can do the cross and 2 pairs of F2L if you're into that stuff and you're still practicing F2L.
Also, you have 2 pairs?
2 pairs.
2 pairs? Okay.
And if you're a beginner, I'd recommend just doing F2L and the cross. Don't look into PLL and OLL if you're just trying to learn F2L because sometimes they'll mess you up because you're thinking about the next step. Just don't think about that. Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
No, I'm not ready. I have to get these pieces in this. Seriously, good thing I chose this color because I really like one of the worst cases.
Okay, are you ready yet?
Well, we have to do inspection. Remember?
Yeah, I'm inspecting. Okay. Ready, set, start. So what I'm trying to do is actually just make the cross first. Then I like to insert all the F2L pairs. Some people don't like that method when they're doing C-pop, and they usually do something else. Like do F2L first and then insert the corners. I meant the edges, which is kind of confusing for me. Like, what does that even do for you? So right now I have one F2L pair in, and this is really bad.
Oh my goodness.
And my brother's probably gonna beat me, even
No,
though
I just got a bad case.
we got a bad case. That means I could still win.
Oh, I just got a horrible case. No,
Guys, wait.
I messed up. You won. I messed up so bad.
Guys.
So bad.
My brother, he's still a beginner. It's okay.
No, I messed up. What do you mean? The F2L went wrong. What do you mean?
So he's still learning F2L.
The F2L went.
Okay, so it's okay. It's a little bad. He only had 2 pairs to insert, and he still, I think he went backwards. It's okay. We all fail at F2L sometimes. Except for me. And he's about to solve the cube. I told you he had 40-second average with his method. But that is the cube, guys. That shows you how much a cube can hinder him. Because he used this cube and he got 40 seconds. He used that cube, he got like 10-minute solves. I'm sorry. So that was probably good for him. Are you almost done?
I messed up. God. Okay. I don't think I know how to solve it.
Okay, so we're gonna just oscillate weights. Okay, so I have some algorithms I recommend for you. Like after you're a beginner, I have some algorithms to recommend. So you're just started cubing and you're like, how should I learn my algorithm? First, if you're a beginner and you C-pop, just look up algorithms that are similar to beginner C-pop algorithm and just learn those first, because there's some algorithms you already know that can solve the cube in one look, okay? And it's very easy since they're just very similar, like an extra term. So if you want to learn that, you can learn that. But also, I recommend using the Rubik's Cube website, or there's also a YouTuber called Jay They post all the algorithms online, and they can help you learn very quickly. And do you have anything else to say?
I actually don't know what to say, really.
Like, if you're a beginner, what do you want to learn from these algorithms?
Oh, what do I want to learn?
Like, how do you learn them? How do you learn the algorithms?
I don't know. You just
Like, what order? Do you go from, like, easiest to hardest or hardest to easiest? So you know it gets only easier from there, or you know it only gets harder? I like the avalanche method because, you know, you just know that the hardest thing will come first, and then after that, it's all easy. What do you recommend?
What did you even say?
I said, do you like to go from easy algorithms to hard algorithms, or hard to easy?
I was never the person who did the hard to easy. I was always the person that went easy to hard. So actually, I don't really have an answer for that.
So you like taking the easy to hard. So you start with the easy stuff, and okay, so on and so on. So if you're trying to learn one like OLL, I have a great strategy for you. Learn 1 algorithm a day, or 2 algorithms a day, or 3. 3 is the maximum.
Okay.
And then every day you keep learning those algorithms.
I have 2 pockets.
Two what?
2 pockets.
Okay, we're doing another one?
Yeah.
Okay. Mix up my cube.
Okay, remember my inspection.
Okay, I inspected the cube.
Okay. Got it?
Okay, ready? Set, start. So what I'm going to do is make the cross first, and then I'll go on from there. Also, I use look ahead to look ahead into the future to see what's going to happen. So all you have to do is just look at the pieces as you're turning the cube for F2L, and it helps you get a great start. You just, while you're solving the pair, you can just look ahead into the next pair. And it actually really helps for beginners and also pros alike. And if you're learning new algorithms and you're just like not used to the new algorithms, it's okay if you're not learning them. Just don't try to do your old algorithm to solve the cube. If the new one's faster, then do that. So my brother here,
Can we switch cubes?
no, this is my cube. You had a bonus. How about you can start with 3 F12 pairs next time?
So you're just letting me win?
If he still loses, he's
I'm a little slower.
Okay, so this cube battle, he's still trying to learn F2L, guys. That was what happened to me. At first, I was slower with F2L, but eventually I progressed and now I'm faster than the beginner method. So that's what just happened to me, and it will happen to you. If you start F2L and think you're slower, do not quit, okay? I know there's some beginners out there who just not really happy because they keep doing F2L and like, I'm slower. It takes time, guys, and then you'll solve it faster than before. So just don't give up on F2L because trust me, you will get faster over time. And eventually, you'll be able to solve it. 40 seconds, all your friends will be very impressed. And so I'm trying to solve the 21 by 21. What cubes do you recommend? I recommend the MoU magnetic frosted surface core. And I like that because it just turns really well and all the pieces interlock. I never had it pop on me.
Where did you get a 21 by 21?
I was recommending the cube if you're buying one.
Why would you buy it? I think only MoU.
You want a challenge. You like
MoU only makes a 20 by 20.
So I'd recommend that one.
Okay.
And okay, we're doing another one. How much do you have there? You have 3 parasols and
I'm winning. I don't care, I'm winning.
But actually this time I get the cross salt because
Yeah, good one.
it might be a little too unfair if he just gets that. Let me just solve
A little?
Yeah, just a little.
Yeah, better cube. No more about me.
Don't worry about you.
No, you have no more about the cube.
Okay. We have ready, sister.
Okay. See, Max, you just gave me a power start.
So guys, right now what I'm trying to do is make him lose. Even with the cross start, I still might lose because I'm not very good at solving it that fast. Oh man. Guys, we're gonna check it again, slow it down, tell me who won that. Because
I think mine had the gun first.
it doesn't matter who hit the ground first, it does actually matter, but it actually doesn't matter who solved it first, is that we're looking at. And I'm pretty sure I got a PLL skip, so I just did that. And you were fidgeting over there, even though you already had more than half the result.
I did this. I had that. What about we switch cubes for this round?
No, okay, no more cube
No.
battles.
Which-
The audience is not like these. I checked the comments. They said they hate these. They said skip this part.
But this is our first one!
Okay, but they're gonna hate it. No one wants to watch us solve Rubik's cubes. Okay, so I know you guys are probably mad at me. If you're still watching this, I'm very surprised. But we have one more thing to talk about before we go. What is the best cube? Forget about price. Forget about everything at all. What is the best cube? Doesn't matter. What is it? Like best turning, best madness, best strength, best like
$100 Dan Peacock Edition.
Okay, so what does that do? Have you ever used a cube?
No, I heard that it's $100 and it's good and it's great.
Okay, so that is a sticker cube.
Oh,
If you're
actually,
not-
wait, no, you can't get that. It's a limited edition. You can't get that
Then
anymore.
why would you recommend it? I don't know. Okay, so what stickerless cube do you recommend, guys? This cube is broke. So do not buy like this. There's $2 on Eat It.
You check your cube on the table.
Okay.
Hard.
Okay.
I did this. I'll see what I did.
Okay. So don't do that with your cubes, guys. Unless you have a Rubik's cube, the real brand that those additional. So you give that to your baby and they won't break it, so it's pretty safe.
See, that'll be fun.
Yeah, just like him, he's a baby, so that's why I gave him that old cube. But he's growing up, so he buys.
Guys, it's the end of the podcast. Bye bye.